Hey, what's up, everybody? Um, Welcome to Open Door Hypnosis TV. I am Shara Prophet, the Mind Magic Coach. I'm pretty sure everybody is watching. This person is behind me, and whose car is this? Can you please move it? Is this your car? I'm at the tire shop. I had a flat tire. I had to come get my tire changed, get a new tire. And I'm trying to leave because I was supposed to be on my way to a Super Bowl party at my best friend's house, and this is happening. Anyway, I just wanted to hop on because when I was on my way here to the tire shop.
Go forward this way.
Okay.
Oh, he's moving.
Thank you. That's more like it, to just move the car than for me to have to maneuver. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alrighty. On my way here, sorry guys, let me get my bearings straight. But on my way here, I saw a car that was on fire, okay? That was literally like in my neighborhood, and there were like fire trucks and stuff, and they were trying to put the fire out and all of that good stuff. Then, as we're driving, I see crows circling in the air, and I counted them, and they were exactly 6 crows. Then, I get to the corner of Pico and Crenshaw, and there are 3 dead bodies laying on the ground. And it must have just happened because the street was not blocked off yet, but there were like maybe 3 police cruisers out there, and they had it taped off. And so I'm in the car with the AAA guy, the tow truck man, and we're like, wow, this is weird, you know? Like, yeah. So I'm sitting there and I'm like going through my head. I'm like, okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? So after I put all of the numbers together, I counted the 6 and the 3, that's 9, right? Plus the 1 car burning, okay, so that's 10. Then I added up today's date, which is February 2nd, 2020. So that's 2, 2, 2, 2. So then you get 2, 4, 6, 8. And all of this happened during the 2 o'clock hour. I got in the truck at about 1:58. I saw the burning car exactly at 2 p.m. I pay attention to stuff like this. That's why I know all of the times, because I'm constantly looking at the clock, constantly seeing what time it is, and paying attention to the numbers. And so what came to me was oneness as well as new beginnings. Okay. So for this day, today is all about bringing together both the death as well as life. Okay. Because in order for us to be whole beings, we must be able to go through the process of death and rebirth. And death is not just leaving the physical body. Death is also about releasing certain things that no longer serve you. Death is about breaking free of toxic relationships, toxic environments, toxic habits, thoughts, behaviors. So that's also death. And then the rebirth is the new beginning. What happens in hypnosis, what happens when a client releases a thought or a behavior pattern that's no longer serving them, a new behavior, a new thought has to be brought into the fold, right? To replace that which has died off, to replace that which, no longer serves them. And I hope they're taking me to the right place and not, yeah, they are, okay. Oh, look, there's more police cars over here. There's a lot happening, you guys. There's been a lot of fire trucks going back and forth. Now they're arresting, looks like a homeless guy. Okay. LA's crazy, y'all. LA is a wild place to be. I do love it, though. It's wild out here. So when in hypnosis, we're replacing that old thought form, that old behavior, and we're bringing in something new. And so what happens is the subconscious mind has held on to those programs, and that is living in the depths of us. And the depths and the subconscious is represented by the feminine energy, okay, by the divine feminine energy. The new idea, the structure, okay, the structure and the order of the new thought and saying, okay, well, we're going to start doing it this way now, comes from the conscious mind. The conscious mind is represented by the masculine, the divine masculine, the sun, okay? So moon, feminine, sun, masculine, right? As above, so below. As below, so above. Okay, so bringing order to the chaos. That's basically what the energy of this day is all about. Bringing order to chaos. Okay. The Super Bowl is happening today, and everybody knows that the Super Bowl is a huge ritual. It's just one big ritual. Okay. There's singing, there's dancing, there's performances, there's the heavy masculine energy of the sport itself, of men running on the field, catching a ball, throwing the ball, okay? All of these things have huge symbolism. Now, I'm not going to get into the symbolism of the ball and the field, and the teams that are playing and all of that. There's tons of videos out here that talk about the symbolism in football specifically, the symbolism in the Super Bowl, right? We all know what that symbolism is about. That symbolism, it represents bringing order to the chaos, okay? There's been, it's not an accident that certain people have left this planet, that Kobe Bryant, passed when he passed, on the day that he passed, during the Grammys, which is another ceremony and another ritual. I was actually at the Grammys. The picture that I posted in my last video with the red sparkly dress, I was at the Grammys at the Staples Center. So it was a very interesting energy. While I was there, I had very good seats. I was with a good friend of mine who works in the industry. I used to work in the industry and used to go to those things, but it's been many, many, many years since I've done that. And it was very interesting to be back in that fold and to just absorb the energy. There's a different kind of energy when you get around that type of environment and you're in that atmosphere. It is a very different kind of energy. And, a lot of people, and I used to be one of them. I used to be I used to, feed into the conspiracies about Hollywood and things like that. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's true. It's very true. Okay, it's true. However, you've got to start to look at things from a different point of view. Everything is being done for our own information and our education and our upliftment and our ascension. So we can't be afraid of the things that are taking place, but we must look at them from a place of as an educational piece, So, and to give you information of what you need to do. You see somebody doing something or they're saying something and you're able to say, I know exactly what that means. I can interpret that in ways that, the majority or the masses are not able to interpret it. And then you're able to apply it to your life. So for today, what I would recommend is if you're watching the Super Bowl, absorb the energy. And what you can do is you can filter out anything that doesn't feel good to you. So for example, if you're watching the Super Bowl, right? And hold on, I just want to make sure that this is taking me to the right place and I'm not going, I think I'm going to the right place. Okay. There's two Edgewoods. you can filter the energy that you're absorbing. Okay, it doesn't have to, just because you're absorbing the energy of the Super Bowl doesn't mean that you're absorbing everything about what's happening in the Super Bowl, because there's duality in everything. There is a higher frequency happening, and then there's also a lower frequency in everything. So you can choose what you're going to absorb from the Super Bowl as you're watching it today. You can choose to absorb the power, the putting order to chaos, right? Because if there was no order in the game, those guys would just be running all over the field and throwing the ball here and throwing the ball there. There wouldn't be any rules, right? There wouldn't be any focus. So I would encourage you to just absorb the order and the chaos. All right. Absorb the win. Okay. I did a ritual this morning of me absorbing the energy of this day, because first of all, 2 is power in itself. 22 is a power number. Okay. You can look up the meaning of 22. You can look up the meaning of 2. It's duality, bringing two things together. My nails aren't done, so don't pay attention to that. Duality, bringing two together as one. Okay, masculine and feminine. All right, above, below, sun, moon. Okay, air, water, fire, earth. There's all of these dualities that can come together to create a different experience or create a new energy. Okay. So I did a ritual this morning to absorb that energy in itself, and to absorb the power and the win of the Super Bowl. Okay. Because the Super Bowl is, somebody has to win and somebody has to lose, right? Whoever wins and whoever loses is going to shift the course of events that follow. Okay, it's going to shift the course of what happens, not only with those teams in that industry, but it's also going to shift the course of what happens with every individual that is watching it. Okay, the stars are aligned in a very particular way every single day. The planets are aligned in a very particular way every single day. And when you look at this date, okay, the 2, February 2nd, 2020, it adds up to 8. Okay, 8 is an infinite, is the number of infinity. It's the number of wealth. It's the number of, things, a continuation of energy, a continuation of things going over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, it doesn't break. The cycle doesn't break. However, the system can. Okay, the system can break, but the cycle does not. All right. So all of the things that I'm saying right now, just kind of let it sink in, and then think about it, and then you'll be able to kind of put them together. Okay. But again, when I added up the date and the time, I got 10. 10 is also a power number, but when you reduce 10 down to 1, 1 is new beginnings. Okay. The ending and a new beginning. Again, that's that 8. The infinity symbol coming back in. Ending and a new beginning. Ending and beginning. Ending and beginning. Ending and beginning. And there is no break in that cycle. Okay. There's no break in that cycle. So once again, fire. Okay. Fire is transformational. Fire, everything that I saw today was about transformation. It was the fire, which can, when you set something on fire, you are stripping it of all of its components. You're stripping it of all of its elements, right? You're setting it on fire and it's burning down and it's burning away. Okay. Actually ready today. Here you go, sir.
Good Lord bless you.
All righty. Thank you. Have a good day. So the fire is transformative. Okay. When you, yeah, you too, sir. When you look at a forest, when they set a forest on fire, they're burning things down because new seeds or new plants and things like that are going to start growing in that soil. Okay, it helps to rejuvenate and put nutrients down into the soil. All right. Also, the car burning is, to me, symbolizes industry. It symbolizes industry. It symbolizes distribution. It symbolizes okay, action, moving forward, going somewhere. Okay, that fire burning that car up, to me, represents that it's the go time. It's time to go. It's time to move forward. It's time to figure out which direction you're going to go in and move in that direction, because fire is also action. Okay, fire rules the solar plexus. If you look at the tarot card, the wand represents fire, and those cards, anytime you see those cards, it's usually talking about taking some sort of action, moving forward, making a decision about something. Hey, Mari. Hi, darling. Check your email, okay? Check your email. So to me, the car being on fire meant figuring out which direction you want to go in and move forward, move in that direction, okay? And you can slow down when you need to slow down. You can make turns when you need to turn. You can speed up and go fast if you need to, all right? The crows circling. Now, usually when you see a murder of crows, it represents death, someone dying, okay? It represents that somebody may pass away, or you may witness death. So obviously we've been witnessing death publicly. Some people have witnessed death in their personal lives, in their families, close friends, people that they know. We've witnessed Kobe Bryant passing away. I witnessed 3 deaths today. I witnessed 3 bodies laying on the ground. And see, that kind of stuff doesn't affect me. So I wasn't shook. I was just like, whoa, what does this mean? Okay, let me break it down for myself in my head. Let me try to figure out what this is. So death and things like that don't really bother me the ways it could have bothered. Like somebody could have seen that happen today, or could have seen all of that happen today and freaked out. You know what I mean? They could have been like, you know what, this is too much. I'm done with the day. I'm going to go home and lay down. No, for me, everything is a symbol. Everything means something. There is something meaning in everything. I don't get wrapped up in the meaning of everything. But when it's that in your face like that, where I just see it, I have to pay attention to it. And I have to say, okay, what does this mean? What do I need to take in right now? What is the signal? Because honestly, I could have left out way earlier and did what I had to do today. I could have gone another route. I could have gone to another tire place. I could have said, forget it. I'm just going to Uber today and fix the tire tomorrow. No, but I chose to do it exactly at that time. And exactly at that time, I was there in each place to see what I needed to see. So I was able to interpret the message that I needed to interpret for me. And yes, I'm about an hour and a half late to my party, right? But at the same time, I had to witness what I had to witness, and I had to take care of what I had to take care of. So to me, the crows represent being alert, just being alert and aware of the things that need to die off and the things that will be dying. Okay. If it's something that you have been, thank you. Well, you see me trying to get over, you might as well just let me do it. Thank you. If you know that there's something in your life that you've been wanting to let go of, or you needed to release, then more than likely that's going to happen. And the reason why that's going to happen is because, thank you, being a little butt wipe. That's the term that my mother uses when people are not driving nicely. But what you'll notice is that the things that you've been kind of feeling like you want to let go of or release for quite some time are going to be released, especially in the month of February. Okay, especially in the month of February. If there's like a job that you can't stand, if there's a person you can't stand, you know what I mean? If there's a situation that you're in that you're like, you know what, I am just tired of dealing with this and I'm ready to release it and let it go, then what you'll notice is that those things are going to begin to fall away. And the reason why those things are getting ready to fall away, one, because you've created it in your mind already. You've already said, I need to release this and let this go. That's one. Two, the way the energy is lined up right now, the way the energy is lined up, the way the earth is moving right now, these things are going to be shifting. We are in a major, major, major time of transformation and shifting out of one way of being into a new way of being. So be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of what you're doing, you know, what you're saying, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. Be mindful of your emotions, because all of these things are going to be creating your reality. When you put it all together, you know, vibration creates. So your thoughts plus your emotions equals vibration, and vibration, when it meets the energy of the universe, is created just like that into a physical form. So you have to pay close attention, be tapped in, and know what you're doing at all times. Be aware of yourself. Be aware of where you're allowing your thoughts to go. And it's okay to let your thoughts go there, but pull it back and say, okay, good, I got that out. Thank you very much for that. But this is what I want to see instead. And then you will then monitor or adjust your emotions accordingly. Okay. The 3 dead bodies that I saw. Okay. So 3 to me represents oneness again. Okay. It also represents oneness. It represents bringing the mind, the body, and the soul together. Okay, spirit, soul and spirit are actually different, but bringing the mind, the body, and spirit or energy together, I should say. Okay, those 3 dead bodies just represented new rebirth, newness to me. It looks like they fell from a tall building. That's what it looked like to me. That's what I kind of intuitively tapped into, that they fell. And the reason I say that is because also, not necessarily intuitively, but it was like a crane or something. Looks like they might have been like cleaning something or doing some sort of work up high, and something happened and they fell. Okay. Now, I don't know the full story, obviously. I haven't heard anything about it yet. I don't watch the news, but I may, when I get to where I'm going, I might look it up online and see if there's any if there's any news about what happened. Okay. But to me, it represented rebirth. Okay. A renewal of the spirit, mind, and body, bringing those all together, renewing them, rejuvenating them, waking them up. You know, I had a vision of Kundalini energy rising, like the snake uncoiling and rising up the spine, kissing the forehead. Okay, that's kind of the energy that I was picking up on when I looked at that. And to me, it wasn't an ending thing. It wasn't ending, but it was the ending of a phase. It was the ending of a way of being. Okay, to me, that's what was coming through, the ending of a way of being and the waking up of the whole body, the whole person. Oh, I'm supposed to take this exit 3B, I think. Shit. Can I get over there? I don't know. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do this. Nobody tell on me. Do this. Nobody tell. And we got it. Here we go. Anyway. My directions went away, so I'm going to have to get off of here in a minute, though. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that over to you guys to let you know what I saw today, and to just keep that in your mind, okay? It's go time. Also time to let go of the things that are bothering you, let go of the things that you know are not for you and not meant for you anymore, to release those things and to wake up, that energy, that kundalini energy that's spiraling, that circles, that coils at the bottom of your spine, okay, in the root chakra. Wake it up and allow it to start to rise up, because that's the time that we're in. I love you. I gotta go, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, leave some comments down below, thumbs up the video, share it, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't.